Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Hey, that seems to be working. Thanks, baby. See you later. Okay, we got Mike. Hello, Mike. It's been a few weeks. It's been a few weeks. Okay, now we do, now we do Discord. Now we do Discord. Now we do Discord. And we find Discord. New audio device detected. Yeah, no shit, Discord. Twitch TV, Basie. Paste. Publish. Remove embeds. And we'll do the same in Bevy Streams. Bevy Streams, where are you? There you are. Who else has been streaming? Oh, Jimbo. And Mr. Ray Ray. Frost Air a few days ago. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. My partner's got the dog set up in another bed that's not in front of the camera, which just doesn't really work. Just doesn't really work. Defeats the whole puppy cam purpose. It really does. Okay. Now then. What have we got to get through today? We got to get to 10 Bevy PRs. All right. Let's see if I can get these right. Pull requests. Sort. Oldest. 446. Hey, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. We're keeping it under the 450. Okay. Make the propagation logic generic. Bevy now has two component pairs that are propagated. Oh, this one. Yeah. So first of all, 2022 PR. So that's definitely lean closed. Also, computer visibility doesn't exist anymore because it got split up. What have we got at the end here? And there was a question mark about whether it was getting adopted. And this is back in January 2023. Mentioned in April 2023 and March. Let's just check this one. Generic property propagation down the hierarchy. And this is last month. Wait, is this an issue or a PR here? It's an issue. Okay. So I'm going to ability to set transform fundamental native type. I'm going to close and I mean, most of these PRs it's going to be closed, but the question is, what do you do? Do you create a tracking issue or do you just leave it be? So I think lack of activity, although attempted adoption last year. Wish I had Vim keys. Keep wanting to go JK. Damn it. I know you can do it in text boxes, but I don't usually. I've tried various plugins for that. Attempted adoption last year. And computed visibility no longer exists. Consider also discussion in 1680. Yeah. For further context, so did TGUI Choa adopt this, or were they the originator? They were the originator. Any of the involved parties, please let me know if no. Someone feels strongly about this, they'll reopen with an issue. Okay. Too much bitrot from 2022. All right, now back to PRs. Still on oldest, yes. I'm just not sure about these two yet. I've been leaving those. Draft, that's almost certainly going to be closed. Don't crash on Symlinks. Oh, this one. So I closed a related PR. The issue is lack of activity. Note also in other PRs, Symlinks have been discussed, and the general sense seems to be that we should avoid Symlinks rather than cater for them. I think that's fair. Okay, back to PRs. So how many have we done? 2? Hang on. Damn, I've forgotten now. I think it's 2. Hopefully it's 2. Okay, sort oldest, yes. Wait, what? Oh, no. Okay. Fix missing render device configure surface call on Windows size change. On iOS devices, the old code would sometimes miss changes and not call render device configure service. Change the extracted window size change field to a size change pending flag. Fixed windows may not be relatable title. How you doing, RGB Productions Games? Tested on my Windows machine, still worked as expected. Needs to be rebased. Can anyone still reproduce this? It's quite old. And that was this year. Okay. I'm going to go with backlog cleanup. Closing. Let's see. Due to inactivity. Probably best to wait for a further bug report 2 years later. If this is still an issue 2 years down the track. So the trouble with the iOS stuff is that it doesn't get a lot of traffic. So sometimes these could still be problems, but you just don't know. But the bitrot is going to be too strong. Okay, so that's what, 3? Let's call it 3. Okay. Add debug lines plugin and debug normals plugin. Interesting. Visualize vertex normals. Okay. This I don't know about. Well, I really want something like this and even had something locally. I never made a PR because it was covered by the not yet merged primitive shapes RFC. Which I imagine has probably been merged by now. This is November 23, people commenting. Do we have support for visualizing normals with the Gizmos plugin? You want to use something now? You could update this PR to be part of BV Gizmos and get it merged pretty quickly. Yeah, I mean, the last commit, immediate mode line gizmo drawing that Cart did. Drawing API for visual debugging fixes 5619. Alternative to 1625. Partial alternative to 5734. All right. 6529. Yeah, I feel like that's good enough. Clean up. Lack of activity. Also note Cart's, what did I say it was? 6529. As a partial alternative. I mean, the thing about this is if I get any of these decisions wrong, someone's going to yell at me and that'll be fine. That'll show up as, that'll mean it's still wanted. If I can try and avoid too many false positives. Okay, what are we at 4 now? To fish this tea bag out. Very important to have tea fueling this process. Extremely important. Okay. Yep, so we did that. Prefer iterator over multiple vec push calls. What are the odds this is still a thing? Many uses of vec-t or similar containers that build one via a for loop and repeatedly call push t. Calling push in a loop is never ideal since every call requires the implementation to check if the vec needs to allocate more space. Fairly enough. Good find. Let me file an issue for a Clippy lint. I mean, it sounds like a nice idea, but the bit rot is going to be extreme. I think I'm on board for most of these, especially for most cases that would benefit from having a pre-allocated VEC for an exact size iterator. For loops often read better. There's nothing here that I would explicitly ask you to undo. What's the deal with this needless collect? We've avoided the edit tools dependency in our tree for this long. I prefer to keep it that way. Okay, so how many files did we change? 24. It was 2 years ago. I feel like it's the kind of thing we could create an issue for and refer back to it. So this is PR 5775. And this PR can serve as the prior art for it. Needs benchmarking. Yeah. Okay. Let's go with yeah, let's go with creating another issue. So new issue, feature request, I guess. And essentially prefer iterator over vec push. Is it capital B? No, of course not. Prefer iterator over vec push. Where practicable, I guess. Where it makes sense to. Now closed PR. Five seven seven five, and this is Nathan S. Ward. Suggests replacing many instances of push with an iterator citing, I think, efficiency, right? In a loop, I think, is the key thing. Yeah, citing efficiency. In a loop with an iterator citing efficiency. I guess we could say this will not necessarily be a blanket change, as Kurt points out. Seems to break just about all rendering with runtime panics. Damn. That's not good. Where is, here we go. Copy link. And should be benchmarked. The closed PR is now 2 years old and may have significant bit rot, but could be used as a starting point. So we'll go with code quality, I think. Code quality performance needs benchmarking. Performance, benchmarking, and adoption. And get rid of needs triage. Cool, I think that's about it. So the issue is going to be 15660, getting up towards the 16,000. Backlog cleanup closed with tracking issue 15. Wow, 15,600 due to inactivity and likely significant bit rot over the last few years. Okay. That makes 5, I think, if I'm not wholly mistaken. And we're just about down to... Okay. Oldest. 5 to go. Bevy reflect type L. Oh, wait. Bevy GLTF. Label sub-assets by name if available. Specific protagonist. There's a familiar name. I think I'm on board for this, although I think what we really want is support for multiple labels. What we lose in the short term is the ability to do things like asset server load, scene GLTF, scene O, and have them just work. Users need to know if the GLTF has a named scene or not, and what that name is. Add support for multiple names now, loading by name and index now work at the same time. That's better. I'd like to see benchmarks. Add support for using name-based labels. So there's another one. Oh, and they added GLTF and removed. Oh, so Alice has just visited this PR for some reason. Just doing a label pass, maybe. So this was in January. Follow 2948. This will become possible with 10153. I feel like we should close the older one in favor of the later one. I may have that wrong. Any suggestions regarding naming schemes? Okay, I'm going to close the earlier one. Backlog cleanup. Closing due to inactivity and in favor of similar PR or related, I guess. What number are we talking here? Support for add support. No, that's terrible. What's the number? 11,279. Yeah, I think that's fair. Okay, so that's 6. Type aliases, Bevy Reflect. It's a draft. Drafts from 2 years ago tend to get closed, but also very, very knowledgeable contributor. What do we got here? Relies on type names to access type. Oh, this is going to be something I just don't know about. Add the ability to register aliases for a type. Waiting on 5805. And there's also 12,387. $3,877 is related, and no one's commented on this at all, but at least it's from this year. Yeah. I think it's fair to replace an older draft with a newer actual PR, but someone will tell me if I got that wrong. Backlog cleanup. Closing in favor of linked PR 12,387. While having no particular opinion on which approach is better. How many files are changed here? 9. It's probably not too bad to resurrect. Both can be considered. By reviewers. Okay, what did I say that was? 6, 7, 6? Man, I'm so losing track. Let's call it 6. Add name lookup type to make looking up entities by name easier. Looking up an entity by name is somewhat difficult and only done within Bevy animation, right? That's for the name component itself. Put this in core. A few tests. Remove entity path. Revert back to my original goal and open a new PR when and if I have a more complete solution. Animation is no longer reliant on name lookups. Super useful in simplifying our animation code. That was in 2022 though. Add type to conveniently look up entities by name. So that was, again, we could end up replacing an older one with a newer one. 11.8.42. Oh wait, was this an issue or a PR? It was a PR, right? Yeah. 5976. And this is 5976. So how does this fix a PR? Add only the name lookup in this PR. I do not see a way to implement this because of the conflicts. We'll leave this on hold. This is in February of this year. Tempted to close both of them, to be honest. But I guess this is adopted. I think I have to ask Discord about this one. Just drop a note in there off screen. I guess this is ECS dev. Two PRs attempting to get the name lookup component. Was it component or type? Across the line for finding entities by name. We're talking 1182. And 5976. Do we still have a need for something to help out with for something like this? If so, we'll create a tracking issue. What the hell? Okay. Cool. I will close the first one, but maybe not the second one. Close backlog cleanup. Closing due to inactivity and in favor of 11.842. Which itself is a little stalled right now. If Discord wills it, I'll create a tracking issue. Okay, cool. Cool. We're getting there. We're getting there. That's 7. I'm going to say it's 7. I think it's 7. Okay. Add test, checking that types are registered as far as possible. adopt me. What do we got here? Jacob Hellerman. Every type that is used somewhere in a reflected type should be registered. Every component resource that is registered should include the respective reflect resource reflect component type data. Interesting. Proved seems related to 5781. Recursive registration, ooh, which has been merged this year. That would make half of this PR obsolete. And it's had the adopt me label 3 weeks ago. Okay. Okay. Let's go with, well, is it obsolete or not? Hmm. I think we will say closing backlog cleanup, closing due to inactivity, and seemingly partially covered by the merge of 5781. Was it earlier this year, did I say? Wow, that was a long conversation. Reflect auto registration. That sounds related too. My goodness. Hang on, where's the, when was it merged? Earlier this year. Okay. See also 15030 with similar goals. All right, we'll call it 8, 2 to go. We're almost there. We are almost there. Oh, hello, YouTube. If an elementary student asked what's happening now, how would you describe it to them? Because I'm there. Okay, so I work with a game engine called Bevy Engine, which is here. Oh, that was not at all the correct. Hey, there we go. And Bevy Engine is an open source game engine written in Rust. And open source stuff needs people to in the community to help out by helping to maintain it. Because I don't have deep, dark magic knowledge of the code, I have some, but not really enough to be super useful. So I'm helping out by doing an administrative thing, closing old pull requests that date back to 2 years ago. So there's a long backlog of Git pull requests that need to be shut down. Rust the game? No, Rust the programming language. So, although lots of people do think that. So if you've ever heard of C or C++ languages, hey, static. Yes, but um, I'm doing the Spooky Jam, which is it in my history? Yes. Which lasts for almost a month. So I figure even I can manage to do that, right? 23 days. I'll just spend the time that I was going to spend streaming on it so that I won't hopefully go overboard. So you are, sorry, just reading a YouTube comment. You're closing 2-year plus tickets about the code. Yes, that's right. So um, we've got 437 pull requests, but many of them are from several years ago. So we're probably never going to be able to land those pull requests into the engine. So it's probably better that they get closed out. And if there's any particular gems that we need to save, I'm looking for those and creating issues so that we don't forget about them, basically. It's a bit like janitorial work, I suppose, but I've only got 2 left, and then I can go back to writing my game. Okay, that's awesome, though. It also helps out the devs and other creators using it. Yeah, that's what I think. I have huge, mad respect for all of the maintainers and the much bigger contributors that I am. The most I've been able to do is like create some documentation and add an example. But I hope that in the future I'll be able to do more. So this is part of my learning experience, basically. Um, cool. So add test checking that types of registers as far as possible. Oh, this is related to. Oh, hang on. This is the one that I closed. Right. um, so that was really a test. I wonder if. Hmm. I wonder if I should have closed this. No, I think we're good. I think we're good. Implement reflect for box T where T reflect. Man, this is going to be so far above my head. It'd be nice to be able to reflect types containing box T. Describe why wrapper is introduced. Looks very useful. What is the state? This is in 22 and then 23. We're into some problem. Rebase. Mentioned it 5 days ago. What did you mention about it? Oh man. Casting to support box and other wrapped. Oh, okay. So this is all right. I understand. So they're actually going to close it with that pull request. What number is this? 6098. 6098. Yeah. um, okay, well, that's a pretty clear one. 15532. Backlog cleanup. Closing. Also heard mention of a game. Got to see that. Oh, so, well, it may not exist yet because I'm going to be doing a game jam. So I'll be starting from scratch, but we'll see how that goes. Okay. Closing due to inactivity and in favor of 15. What did I say? 15. That is not the one. Is it? Yes, it is. 15. 532. It seems this has had many attempts over the years. I've heard of game jams, crazy concept. Just make something you have little to no time. Just be creative. Yeah. Although in this case, I'm like I swore off them. I absolutely swore off them because I just go too hard and I get overtired and I lose sleep and I'm getting old. So um, but in this case, I think I can actually do it because I'll just contribute whatever hours I have on stream to it, and it's over 23 days. So what could possibly go wrong? Yeah. So that's 9. We got one more. We got one more. From type specialization, September 2022. If implemented, specialized from type will be used instead of from type T. Whoa. What if people's opinions be of this? Documentation, documentation. Ooh, this is above my head. I do not know why we're doing this or what the pain point is that it addresses. It's required to be default. 23 days, no sleep. No, no, no. I'm going to sleep. Good luck. I'll check in around the game jam. Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in. Okay. Detolne specialization. I mean, come on. I have no clue what's going on here. Let me see. Did anybody respond to... Oh, yeah. In Discord, indexing by other types other than entity will hopefully be supported at some point. Pretty sure Alice has had an issue for it for a while. Okay. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong emoji. Okay. I am going to punt on that one until I have more time to figure it out. Add display precision to log diagnostics plugin. From 2022, September 28. Fixes 6033. I'd like to see about making this user configurable before merging it. Back in November. It looks like they've had some progress, but not since 2022. Please do not leave intentionally commented out code in the code base. Whoops. Okay. And that's 2022 as well. Okay. So definite close. Closing due to inactivity. Existing issue 6. What was it? 6033 remains. All right, that should be 10. That should be 10. Now, sweet. So, Spooky Jam. How much time have I got? I have to finish earlier than expected today. I have 45 minutes to go. So I have to go to someone's 60th birthday party. Should be interesting. I have more time to stream tomorrow. Okay, Spooky Jam is a casual game jam to create a game in the Bevy engine over the month of October. And a monthly jam, which I think would be very cool. I can't imagine I'd do it every month, but this is designed so we can have a week at the end of the month dedicated to relaxing and playing each other's games. Nice. Eldritch, 1 out. Make something maddening or cosmic or incomprehensible. It can inspire horror, confoundment, or just make you feel small. Ooh, I like that. Right. Must use the Bevy engine, blah, blah. Okay. Let's start with a new copy of... Let's start with a new copy of what is now called Bevy New. And I think I can do that using the prototypical Bevy CLI, which we've been working on a little bit. I can pull from main, get pull upstream. Is it upstream name or just can't remember if I've got an upstream on this branch, on this repo. No, apparently so. Get push just to update mine. And then we can go cargo run new. No. Okay, this is all my test stuff. But I think it's cargo run new. What are we going to call this? Eldritch. And I think I'm not going to be able to, I'm going to do something 3D, but I'm not going to do like complex shapes. I'm just going to use primitives, at least to start with. So strange shapes. Strange shapes. T, bevy, new. Oh, it's 2D though, but I actually don't care about that because I'm going to be changing it anyway. I think the starter repo is called bevy new 2D. Maybe we should create bevy new 3D. If this fails, I'll just clone it. Actually, I think there are some starter 3D repos out there. I want to say, forgot what it's called. Oh, please check if the Git user repository existed. So it's probably the bevy flock. But I thought we didn't need to do that anymore. I've forgotten my own syntax. I worked on this feature, damn it. Enter your HIO username. My HIO username is Eloquent Geek. Use the crates project name. Yes. Beautiful. And has it been created under this directory? It has. So we'll go mv strange shapes dot. And then we will get something which runs a 2D game. I do believe. Oh, we got ads in a sec. Waiting on the build. Ads. Yeah, apparently my camera's off. I don't know why, but there it is. Hey. Been a while since I streamed. I'm out of practice. Oh, we need to do a team shout out too. That did not work. Why? It's really slow fetch. Work at all. Is anything working? Yeah, that's working. It's not working. Interesting. I wonder if I'm not logged in to the bot. What else might not be working? Is Discord working? Ah, interesting. Okay, well, this works. Oh, we got ads. Interesting. So the bits that require Event Sub to send information to me and make sounds via the overlay are working, but the bits that require me to send things to the robot and have it display stuff are not working. So that tells me that that token has failed, or that login has failed. It's probably sitting on the other machine somewhere just waiting for someone to log in and hit the button. But never mind. I'll just put up without that. Just can't do team shoutouts. I will manually check to see who's online and shout them out. And Yarend is online. Wow, that was loud. Yarend is awesome and you should follow them. Okay. Almost done with ads. Okay, so this is all working as expected. It's probably going to be quite loud by the sound of that. If it is, I will rapidly quit it. That's not too bad. It's pretty loud. Anyway, that's the starter game. So what we're going to do first is rip most of that out. We have... How you doing, Muscleman Development? And thank you so much for the 2 bits. It is your 2 cents, you're right. I mean, I couldn't speak to RGB Productions Games Nerdhood, but I feel like everybody is around here anyway. Okay, so we're going to remove demo entirely. Is what we're going to do. We need to refer to any of it. It's in Git. And we're going to replace it with a game directory. And then we're going to go through and pull out any references to demo so that things build again. So let's start with lib. Mod demo is going to become mod game, and we will add in game. What is this game going to be? This is going to be an entry to Bevy Spooky Jam, which is 23 days. I figure even I can do a 23-day jam. Just take it very slowly and quietly. The theme is Eldritch. Ah, you were in ads, right. True information, indeed. Indeed. So, yeah, so we're going to do plugin. So use, wait. FN, pub FN or pub crate FN. Plugin. And it is app. I forget the syntax because I'm a noob. And I haven't done this for a couple weeks. Anyway, just saying hi, I need sleep. No worries. Take it easy. Have a good rest. I need Bevy new 2D. Also, did you use a node bundle with a VecDeck to do your overlay chat? I didn't. I did use a node bundle, but I did not use a VecDeck. It could be pronounced a DQ, but I'm just not going there. Let's just grab this. That's how you did Morse. Nice. No such file. Game mod RS. Really? Oh, it should be source game. What if this will work? Apparently so. Those are not going to exist right now. Beautiful. And it's pub super, not pub crate, which makes a lot more sense. Okay, so now we got mod game, and we look for all instances of demo and rip them out. And that was the only instance. So that is a good example of, now we're going to need camera 3D bundle. Render all UI to this to this camera. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind putting it there. I may change it later. Have a specific camera module. For example, my camera in, I think it's called Unnamed Space Traffic Control Game. It has a camera module, I believe. And it has some camera navigation. And it creates a 3D camera, camera bundle, transform, blah, blah, blah. And a point light. Sweet. Okay. So let's go back to, we'll just use a 3D bundle default. And we're going to call it, call it camera. That's fine. Sweet. All right. So we got game, screens, theme, and plugin. Does this build now? No, it doesn't. So we look for all other instances of demo, including in loading. It seems to be the, yes, screens. Okay. So screens loading, screens playing, and so on will need to be changed. And I imagine we'll end up using Bevy Asset Loader. So let's rip this out. And I don't think I'm going to need this module at all, because Bevy Asset Loader takes care of this for me. Other instances of demo. First of all, we can remove this. Demo level, spawn level. This is in gameplay, yeah. Play gameplay music. Asset tracking, load resource. I think both of those can go. That can go. As can that. Spawning some music. I think we'll just do it ourselves when the time comes. Return to title screen makes sense. I wonder if I should just use I should probably just use the one that I created 2 weeks ago and just rip out the assets, right? Because that would skip a lot of the setup stuff. And it's all just a template anyway. So it's not like it's breaking the jam rules because it's just a baseline. So let's do that instead of this. Doop-a-doo. So let's go RM, RF, strange shapes, and we will CPR unnamed space traffic control game, strange shapes. And then rip out all the shit. Now that could take, oh, I didn't, good. I was a bit worried it might take a while because it's probably still got the build directory and so on in there. So this one, we will just run it to see what's going on. Because I think I already did most of the work of pulling out all the 2D stuff and putting in all the 3D stuff in this one. But no actual gameplay. And a really, really bad spaceship asset, like an epically bad asset. How much time have I got left? Ooh, 20 minutes. I can work to a schedule. Do, 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 do. Ba-doo, ba-doo. Come on, Bivy, you can do it. I'm not going to do this with 15 because there's too many changes. Required components, goddamn. I'll do it with 14.2. Come on, compile, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. I believe. How you doing over there, puppy? Good boy. Getting bored. You've been having a snooze, but the sun's gone away. That's the sad thing. The sun has gone away. Hey, here we go. Okay, Bivy, play, credits, exit. And we've still got sounds. And we go play, and we get a very bad spaceship. Like a really bad spaceship. There's no controls, and that's it. Okay. And this was big for me. I mean, this was big. Getting that to display. Is it very slowly rotating, or am I wrong? Received an event for a non-existent source, token in it. Oh, interesting. Someone reported that the other day. Huh. I am going to copy that. Someone reported that just today in the Bevy forums, and I was like, I have never seen that before. Okay, hit escape, and we go back to exit. Okay, cool. So all we need to do really to get a clean start is to remove that resource and any specific mentions to it. So let's look at, is it called ship? Oh yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in art that we need to get rid of. And source game ship. We are going to call that cube. And cube is going to be our main character. Okay, I need to screen playing init. Sure, pubstruct cube. Hopefully that's not a reserved word in Bevy. It could be really confusing actually. We could call it player. Why don't we call it player? It'd be a lot simpler. Yeah, okay. Source game player and obstruct player. And from asset, we'll figure that out in a sec. Name new player. Material mesh bundle and state scoped to screen playing. I love state scoped so very much. I love it a lot. Okay, now we go to lib and we say player. Oh, actually, it'll be in game mod ship becomes player. And that needs to be in alphabetical order because I am a giant nerd. And that should just about do it. Okay, cool. So what other references do we have to ship? GLTF, 2 GLTFs, and some stuff in Bivy Asset Loader. All of which can come out. We'll leave that one as an example because we're going to use scene, I think, rather than the primitives and meshes. We had this long conversation with a very helpful gentleman on, and we don't need the ducky. We do not need the ducky with the Discord, and they were very helpful about the difference between mesh and scene. So we're just going to use scene assets and audio assets, and the only audio assets we have are those button interactions. We can probably lose those eventually. Unused GLTF mesh, let's get rid of that. Field ship is never read. Okay, so now how much time do I have? I have about 20 still. Let's see if we can create a cube. We'll just export the default cube, and that's going to be that's going to be our model. Okay, let's go in Blender. We've got this. We're going to save as, and we're in that directory, but we're not going to be for long. Let's go to strange shapes, art, and player blend. And then we're going to go export GLTF, and not going to be in there. We're going to go into assets, models, and player GLB. And the things we're going to include are renderable objects, or just active scene, I guess. Let's try active scene, but not include cameras and punctual lights. Let's see if we can get a cube. Yes, transform. Yes, pretty much everything. Meshes, sure. Okay, let's try it with pretty much the default except clicking active scene because we had a lot of trouble getting the correct thing to show up last time due to my noobiness. So now we're going to go models, player GLB, scene O, and we go back to player and ship and change that to player. Except instead of primitive, I want the scene. Is this correct for scene? No, this isn't actually. This is asset server load. What we want is we're loading scene O. So we want, instead of ship, we want player. Scene assets player. See if I've gotten that right. Scene assets. Oh, whoops. Scene assets player. Clone. And then we'll go get rid of asset server. And we will add scene assets, res scene assets. Doesn't like it. Oh, it wanted a mesh, but I'm giving it a scene. Right, because we're using the wrong kind of bundle. In which case, do I even need the material? Yeah. I'm not sure about the material, how I use that. Let's get rid of that for now. Okay, the next question, will it build? It's like, will it blend? Except that's kind of ironic when you think about it. It will blend. Okay, let's try it. So we know we've got a point light already. So let's just see if we've replaced our spaceship with a cube. It's still called Unnamed Space Traffic Control Game. Oh God, don't tell me I'm in the wrong directory. That would suck. Play. Hey, it's a cube. it's a great little cube. That's so pretty. Okay, cool. We made a cube, everybody. Celebrate. Okay, I am in the right directory, right? Yes, I am. It's a cube. Oh, I'm such a child. Okay. All right. So why was it still called that? I know why it was still called that. So let's go back to player. No, not the Blender file, you dick. Player there. And let's go unnamed. Let's look for the string and it's in Kagotoml. Hello. Let's go with strange shapes. Features Wayland, blah, blah, blah. Embedded file watcher, yes, blah, blah, blah. I'm fine with all of that. Let's find all of the other things that I have not changed. Changing tag, strange shapes. Namespace traffic control game. Strange, it still cracks me up. Strange shapes. I mean, that won't matter, but let's do it anyway. Okay, good. Now, is there anything that would have been generated in the CLI? The CI rather. Let's just check that. Whoa. Why, yes, there is. Any others? Nope, that's it. Okay, cool. So now we will go and create a repo. Boop-a-doo. I should start using my Eloquent Geek Games repo for this stuff, org for this stuff, but I haven't yet. So new repo. Choose an owner. The owner is me. Repository name is strange shapes. And what is it officially called? Bevy Spooky Jam. Bevy Spooky Jam. Whoops. Entry. Public. Yeah, it can be public. Yeah, that's fine. Create repository. Don't think I'll add in a license just yet. And then we push. git add remote origin git add GitHub me strange shapes pathpic remote what? Oh, whoops. Duh. Let's try that, shall we? And I think we can pretty much add everything. Oh, except for, we'll add that, but not those two things. Models cube. I should have said models player, right? Wait, why are the two? Oh, I think I saved it once and then saved it again. Source game player. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. And init. Add initial ship model. Apparently I didn't push that to the last repo. I should have just wiped out the Git directory, but never mind. Okay, so let's go and remove everything in art that shouldn't be there. rm art ship star. Nice. And look in models. Assets, models. Oh, lots of mess. rm assets, models, ship star. And I don't think we use cube either. I'm not quite sure what that's doing there. Okay, and then I think we could do a cargo clean because I'm sure there's heaps of shit lying around the target directory. This will just mean doing a slow build the next time around. But we'll do that and make sure everything's still running after all of those changes. And while I'm there, I'll check my Discord to see if I got a response to anything else there. We're fine. We're fine. We're so fine. We're so fine. All right, cool. Everybody's discussing generics. Okay, come on, build. I believe in you. You can do it. We have to wrap up pretty soon, but we're almost there. This is pretty good effort. We got 10 closed PRs and a scaffold for my new game in an hour and a half. I'll take it. I will take that to the bank. I should be back on tomorrow to do some decent work on it. Boop, boop, boop. Come on, build. So should have gotten a bigger CPU when I built this PC. But no, I had to be clever and build a mini ITX. Should have just built a thumping, honking, great PC. But then I didn't know I was going to be streaming. I certainly didn't know how much Rust I was going to be compiling. Oh, well. Rust, you got to love it, but it's heavy on the CPUs. I mean, terminal size too small. Hang on. Yeah, we got. Whoa, hello, baby. We were up in the 90s. Now we're backing off. But yeah, we were up in the 90s. Ah, well. Good old B-top. All right, so playing gets us a cube, and we're happy. And yeah, there's that weird error. Have I still got that in my copy paste buffer? There's something to do with keyboard control because I was messing around with keyboard when I was doing that. Nope. Maybe it happened before I changed out the 3D resource. Okay. Anyway. Ooh. Why you no respond? Why you no respond to my escape key? Thank you. All right. So I think we should go and raid ERND. Assuming they're still on. Let me just check. They will be very loud.
And I'm so curious to know.
No, shh. We go raid him now. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. I'll be back tomorrow. Got to go to a birthday party. Got to do it. I just got to do it.
If it's